one of the absolute best uses of VoiceThread, whether you're in an asynchronous, synchronous, or hybrid teaching environment, is to use VoiceThreads for students to do their presentations. I say this because they are able to record slide by slide. They can re-record. It really takes some of this pressure and stress out of giving a presentation when they can, and they can do it at their own computer, right? So they don't have to stand up in front of a class, but yet they're still speaking and they're still presenting. Anyhow, so I thought it'd be worthwhile to show you how to set that up in Blackboard Ultra, because there are a number of steps that it takes. So I'm going to go through it relatively quickly, so feel free to pause the video anywhere to make sure that you can see the different steps. All right, so here we go. So first we're gonna choose Content Market. Wherever you want this to live, you're gonna make sure you go to the Content Market. You scroll quickly and all the way to the bottom, because that's where it lives. That's where VoiceThread lives, and you want the VoiceThread UAA, and you want to click on this plus button. All right, that made a VoiceThread UAA. We're now going to go in and we're going to edit the details before we go into VoiceThread and set it up. I usually change the name, so this is going to be Student Presentations. And of course we want them to see it, and then we absolutely have to choose this button, which is create a gradebook entry for this item. We're going to have it be due on the 6th of September. It's going to be points. There's going to be 100, and our category is going to be presentation. All right, and then add a description. I'm going to say, it's good to say, students, you will open this VoiceThread to upload your slides and record your presentation, okay, or something like that. And then save. Okay, that has set it up in Blackboard where it's made a column in your grade center for the presentation. Now we need to set it up on the VoiceThread side so that so that the students can it'll actually work correctly. Otherwise they'll get an error message. So we're going to launch into here, and because we set it up as having a grade center item, we get this option for Assignment Builder. So that's our first step, is to click on Assignment Builder. Sometimes, depending on your screen, this continue button might be hidden, so make sure you scroll down if you need to. Students are going to required to make their own VoiceThread. So we're choosing Create. This is a Create assignment, and then we click Continue. You can set up a minimum, a maximum, or an exact number of slides. I usually set up a minimum for presentations because slides are free and they might as well use more if they can. And then I match the number of comments to the number of slides. So I set them both to the same number. And a number of instructors have all sorts of reasons to make those numbers different. So you can make those decisions as you see fit. I do not allow other students to add slides into the VoiceThreads of other students. That would be awkward. And then I leave all of these. I allow threaded commenting, but I don't tick any of the others. And I do not allow students to make a copy of other students' presentations, but I do want them to be able to see the student gallery so they can watch everyone else's presentations and make comments, ask questions, and that sort of thing. Now we choose Continue. And then Student Presentations is the assignment name. I like to put the detailed instructions in here so that they have them in Blackboard, but I like to put them in here as well. And then I do ask previous students if I can, that have done a reasonably good job on these presentations, if I can use their presentations for other students as examples. And so I'm going to put one of those student presentations in here so that there's an example presentation for the students to view. I always choose something that's similar but different, so it's not exactly the same topic. I do always make sure I choose a due date, or the students see that says this assignment has no due date, and that's not the case. And so I always make sure I set the due date in here. I let them resubmit in case they make a mistake and they want to fix it. They have to choose unsubmit and then resubmit, but it's nice for them to have that option. I'm a points person, and so I'm going to make it match what I put in Blackboard, and it sometimes does that where you see where it clicked up to the, anyway. I do want them to be able to view their assignment after they submit it, so I keep that checked as well. And then you choose Publish. Okay, now it's set up so that when the students go in there, they will see a slide, or they will see a screen that gives them, oh, let me bring, is it this one? Where did it go? They will see, here, I'll show you. I'll just click in here. They will see all the instructions that you just typed in there that will look like this. If you don't put a due date in, it will say no due date. But it's nice that they have all the details there. They'll have the start assignment and a submit button on this side, whereas you as an instructor are going to have a list of students. All right, that's that.